I basically bought stuff from years and years and years and years ago, and then we put it in the garage, and then we've never looked at it. And I found this book, How to Become a Buddha in Weeks.
Wow.
I thought, that is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I think I was even too lazy to read it. I knew it was bullshit. I might read it.
What am I saying? Are you going to read it? Yeah. What are you going to?
Yeah, I might read it. It obviously came for a reason. I don't know. Or did it?
There's things to learn from everything, even bullshit. Even bullshit teaches us. You ready to roll?
Yeah.
Shall we do
it.
this?
Let's do this. Oh, I should have styled my hair. It's okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
My coffee, sipping my water, then I'll hit play.
Why don't you just sing it? I go crazy.
Hello, what you doing? I don't know, Mike.
Oh, she's hilarious. I don't know. What the fuckity fuck do I know?
What do you say?
What the fuck do I know?
What?
A couple of what the fucks.
Welcome, friends and fam, to What the Fuck Do I Know? With your host, Sarah Ford and Nathaniel Roll. Today we ask, what the fuck do I know?
What?
What the fuck do we know?
What?
And please do tell, what the fuck do you know?
What?
Thank you for joining us as we explore... Wait, what are we exploring?
I don't know. Oh,
Here we be.
Hello.
Here we are. And here we are again.
Here we be.
What the fuck do you know, Sarah?
I don't know. What do you know?
I know I don't know. That's what I know. That's what I definitely know. But I love talking about it. Love chatting about it. Love playing with it. Love asking the questions. Love playing with the questions. And speaking of questions, look at our board. I have to move my head this way to see it.
It's loaded. Fully loaded.
Looks like I'm going to eat it.
It's Pac-Man. Oh no, you've demolished. You demolished the board.
Did you see that amazing special effects? That was way better than anything AI can produce right there. Way better. I mean, anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So we have added many more. So I'm so excited. Like, pretty soon we're gonna need to expand. Gonna have to
expand the board.
Yeah, we're gonna need to work with our production crew and do look at the numbers and see what we can do with our budget and see what we can do to get hire some contractors and expand this thing. I don't know, because I had this funny thought I will share with you. I don't know if it's funny or not funny. It just feels funny to me. Everything feels funny to me. So I like to say I have this funny thought to introduce thoughts. It's funny that I do that. I'm going to pause for a moment and think about that. So often when I have a thought, I say, I have this funny thought. I don't know if the thought's funny to someone else or not. It's just funny to me, because all thoughts are funny to me, pretty much. Most thoughts are funny. That was a really good one. Did you hear that thought? That was awesome. That was hilarious. That was a funny thought. Anyway, that, like, at some point we may have so many questions to randomly have Spirit, Dart of Destiny, choose. I don't know if I do actually have a really huge corkboard that I have already picked. I got it from a store that was going out of business like a year ago. And they had it on. They're like, hey, it had it on the entrance of the store, like $5 if you want this big corkboard. I was like, oh, I'm going to use that someday. So many times I buy things, say at thrift shops or garage sales, and I'm like, I could use that someday. And I buy it, and it just sits and never gets used.
Yeah.
But this really large, huge corkboard I bought, I have a
There
use
was a
for it finally.
reason. There was
Woot,
a reason you bought it.
woot.
Ooh.
Yeah. Everything else I should just get rid of. Anyway, all that other
Yeah.
stuff I bought that I'm like, I will use that someday. So
It's
I
really
will.
lovely getting rid of stuff.
Yeah. Amen. Amen to that.
I love it.
So you've been moving.
So I've moved this last week and we had a big garage in our last house. In this house, we have a tiny shed and we've basically got rid of it all. And it feels amazing. It
That's
feels
exciting.
great. Like, what even was that stuff? We had like letters, like I feel like when I was shredding them all, it was like, it was my old self I was seeing letters for and stuff, and I was like deleting them, and it was like felt really great, like, oh yay. And then taking it to the tip and getting rid of that. Yeah. Woo. Fresh start.
Dang, that's exciting. I love that.
Yeah, it was lovely.
It's funny how many times I've moved, especially in the last 5 years. I've moved a number of times. And I've moved boxes that I've never looked at from like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, even sometimes. Move the box. I've never looked at it. I have this box. There's something in there that I'm keeping for some reason. I don't know. Move that box to the new place. And then move that box again to the new place. And another
Yeah.
new place. And another. It just.
We had like lots of toys from the kids when they were younger. And like my youngest is 18 now. She does not want those little ponies anymore. Like, get rid. Move them on.
Awesome.
Someone else can have them. Yeah. It feels good. Fresh start. Yay.
Amen. Amen. So, it's funny because I feel like I had something in my mind before we started talking about your move, and then it went away. But
Was it
this
funny?
best day ever moment. Oh, every thought's funny. Every thought is funny. So yeah, it was totally hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Okay, so anyway, yeah. Any feels on best day ever feels for the day? Best day ever feels. What? Loving the human experience chair dance.
Loving the human experience. I do. So, the weather here has been amazing. We've just moved in. My dad decided to bring over a load of flowers that he's grown and tomato plants, which he planted in my garden, and it is poured with rain non-stop ever since he's planted them. And like they're really growing, like you can see the greenness, the healthiness on them all, they're like loving this rain. So for me, normally rain is not like something I love. Sometimes I do. But yeah, the rain just nurturing the ground, it just feels amazing. So that was like, yes, and all the birds are chirping. Yay. There's so many birds.
I have had the same experience with birds.
Mm.
Like, and they start, and I love this time of year for me because like it's cool at night. Really, it gets really cool, and then during the day it heats up quite a bit. It gets hot here. I'm living in a hot and humid area, but at evening it's so nice and cool. But so I open my windows every night, and then I close the windows during the day to keep that cool air trapped in because I'm fairly frugal. I don't want to turn on the air conditioning as long as possible until it's like 100 degrees in the overnight temps too. I'm like, I don't want to turn the AC on yet. Not yet. But the birds start chirping at I swear they're chirping at 3:30 in the morning already.
Yeah.
And they're really loud. There's like these birds that must be nesting right outside my bedroom window. And I'm conflicted when we're hearing it at 3 a.m. and I'm like, oh, it's so awesome. It's beautiful. I almost want to get up my phone and record it and everything. But I'm also just I just also want to sleep.
Yeah.
So then
When do they sleep?
That's a good
Do
question.
they sleep? They must sleep.
Every living critter sleeps at some point.
Yeah. It's like they're always awake. They're chirping now.
And I've heard them chirp during rainstorms, during thunderstorms, during things. I'm not but why do birds chirp during a rainstorm? It's amazing. It blows my mind. Yeah, I love it. But yeah.
Have you got a best day ever story then?
They're so much awesome.
Best day
I guess, yeah, I'm really it's another one of those I'm looking forward to the day. It's a baseball tournament day, baseball
Oh,
tournament games with my 13-year-old. Looking forward to hanging out in the sun. I love baseball.
oh,
Like, baseball's totally my sport as far as a what do you call it? As a viewer, as a fan, as I don't know, whatever is the best word in context.
yeah.
Um, because like this is a little side joke. Like once I saw someone just say a joke on those digital feeds once that was like, I'm watching a baseball game and I don't like and nothing. It's like, what was it like? What do you say? Like, I'm watching such and such a baseball game and I'm not sure if my internet has frozen or if I'm just watching baseball. Because baseball is like the most peaceful, chill, relaxed sport ever. It's like things happen, excitement happens, but it's not like constant rush of like activity, activity, activity. It's a lot of just
We don't have it here.
yeah, and yeah.
No. Like, we have cricket, which is yeah.
Oh, really?
And, like, at school, we would play rounders, which is kind of like baseball, I guess.
Uh-huh.
You hit the little thing and you run around. So, yeah, but that's called rounders. Yeah, we don't really do baseball here, but it looks really cool when you watch it on the TV, like all the clothes and that. I have all my knowledge about baseball from movies, so it could be completely wrong.
It's extremely mellow. I thought it was pretty much like cricket, or very similar to cricket. I've played
Mm.
cricket on the Nintendo Wii. That's my cricket experience on the Wii Sports many years ago, many years ago. So, but it seemed very similar to baseball. So I love how you say that it's boring because cricket's very similar to baseball.
Yeah,
A lot of people
I
do
do
say
like the
baseball's
noise.
boring.
I like the noise of the ball when they hit it.
Yeah,
It
well, yeah.
is a bit boring.
Same with baseball. When they hit that ball and they hear that crack,
Yeah. I like
but
to
that's
fall
enough
asleep
excitement.
to sports like that. So my husband likes really boring stuff like squash, golf. My favorite thing to fall asleep. So when he's got it on and I can feel myself drifting. I can hear block in the background and stuff. And it's calming and I'm like falling asleep. Beautiful. And then you hear like, yay, now and again. And I'm like, oh, this is great. So my favorite thing to do during sports is nap. I don't really like sports to watch apart from the football, like you used to call it soccer, is huge here. And if I only like watching like the world ones, England against America or whatever. I like watching those ones. And then it's a bit tribal then, isn't it? But I kind of like just looking at their outfits and who's got the best one. I generally go for that team then, unless it's Britain, and then obviously I have to go for them. But yeah. Or diving. I quite like watching diving.
Oh, wow.
best day
Yeah. Don't know why.
That's funny. I have to say, I think it's hilarious how you colored. My husband watches boring sports, like how you colored it with the word boring. Because I hear the word boring, and all I hear is, "Oh, that sounds peaceful."
You're boring.
I like peaceful sports.
Oh. Squash isn't really
So
peaceful
what's
though, but
boring to
it's
you
boring.
is
It's
like
boring to
perfectly
me.
peaceful to me. Like yeah, I don't. My son loves golf, but I don't.
Oh,
I he really wants me to golf with him.
does
I have
he?
no
Oh.
idea how to golf. I mean, a par 3 will become a par 80 for me, but okay. I'll give it a shot someday.
That's very peaceful to fall asleep to. The people, like the guys who talk on it, they're so peaceful. And like, because it's out in the open and you can hear birds and things. And yeah, so peaceful. That probably would get me asleep in 2 minutes.
It's funny you describe, because also I'm going to bring baseball and golf together. Last week, I'm just a little fun personal story around bringing baseball and golf together. Last weekend, the boys on my son's team were very loud when they're on the bench, and one of the coaches did say, "Guys, this is like golf. Don't right, like don't make noise until it's time to make noise, everyone. All right, like don't, because the boys are like like they're having a
Yeah,
party. They're having a party on the bench, and the coaches are like, "No, you need to like golf. You need to be quiet
I
when
didn't
there's
realize.
nothing, and you can't clap or cheer until after the play has happened, kind of thing." They're like,
I didn't realize it was so peaceful. I guess the only time I've ever seen it is if someone's knocked it out of the park, as you say, and everyone's going
Mhm.
crazy and they're doing the kissing thing. I love all of that stuff. Will you marry me? And all of that in the crowd. That's so cool. I love that. Basically, I like everything but the sport. I like the fingers that are doing the foam hands and all of that. Is that baseball?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I've watched too many Adam Sandler movies, I think.
It's funny you say that, because as we mentioned golf, I'm thinking about Happy Gilmore too. Like,
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
it's not a very peaceful version of golf. It's
I didn't realize it was so peaceful. Mm.
which, not that I'm here to plug movies or anything, but I hear there's a new Happy Gilmore coming out.
Oh my God,
So,
really?
yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But
Oh my word.
okay.
That should be fun.
Oh, anyway, yeah. So, loving the human experience chair dance.
Loving the human experience.
Oh, best day ever. I get to hang out in the sun, beautiful day, and watch baseball.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Watch young teens play baseball.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh,
Love it.
it's a lot of work when you have kids doing all of their sports and things. It's like, I often think when they get a prize, the parents should get one as well. Because like we've done all the football ones. They were doing trampolining at one point, gymnastics, swimming. It's a lot, isn't it? Like going to all of these things all the
It's a lot
time.
of
Yeah.
running around for
I think
sure.
the
A
the
lot of,
the
yeah.
parents should get a medal too.
I agree. Thank you for recognizing. I will accept.
Although it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely to do it and watch them doing their thing. It is really nice.
I've noticed, because it actually helps me break up responsibility tasks. Because,
Yeah.
like, a lot of times on weekends, I'll be okay, I should be mowing the lawn today, probably. I'm not sure. I may still get to some of that, but maybe we won't finish it. I don't know. I should, take care of some life bureaucracy. I should say, so it's like, a lot of times my weekends are like, okay, what should I take care of in the business of life to get it done during the weekend, so I don't have to worry about it over the week. But no, gotta go watch baseball in the sunshine. No,
Just got to do it.
So it gives me a great reason to
Tan.
go hang out in the sun. And
Yeah. I like to multitask. So while you're there watching, you can be tanning, meditating, whatever, and being fully
24/7.
present in your son's accomplishments.
Amen. Okay.
Right. I guess we better get to the blinking spirit dart.
The blinking spirit dart. I love it.
Forgot about that.
Let's do it.
Yay.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, we have a lot more subjects on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the new subjects include, I'm just going to not go through the whole list, but just share a few. This is a fun one. Have you ever astral traveled or been out of your body? That's an interesting one. Aliens discuss has been added. Do you feel a strong connection and have an interest in ancient civilizations? None of this is real. Discuss. Superpowers. Do you have any? Discuss. These are all actually ones that you sent me. I love these. They're great. I added one, the concept of reincarnation and beliefs around coming back or not. Why ask ourselves why, dude? That question's way better if you say the word dude after. Why ask
Yeah.
yourselves why, dude? Discuss. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all but yeah, let's do this, huh?
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna get comfy.
dial tone. Dial tone. Dude, spirit dog. Here we go. I'm gonna stand up today. I'm feeling ambitious.
Wow.
I am gonna stand up today, but I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee to help energize. This is spirit coffee, helping energize my communication with spirit. Not sure if you can hear me this far away from the microphone, but
Yeah, just about.
okay. All right. And
Okay.
spirit dance. Spirit dance.
Oh, we got a dance going.
My eyes are closed. I'm not even gonna open my eyes at all at this point, and might even hit the wall. We'll see. Hopefully not hit the wall. Discuss. All right. What do we got? I gotta take the headphones off. What?
What have we got?
This is one of the wordy ones.
Oh no, it's yours.
It's always mine when it's wordy. God. I could act like I'm offended, but I'm not offended. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean it must be mine because it's wordy? I'm so offended. Nah, I get it. I am who I be, peeps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The words we use about ourselves and observing our self-limiting beliefs about ourselves. Example, context, like even if, or just my luck, or that's how it goes, or never fails type language. Discuss. I gotta turn off the dial tone. Thank you, Spirit. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Spirit. Okay.
It's giving some love. Just So yeah, I mean, the self-limiting beliefs and the language we use around self-limiting beliefs. That's something I'm constantly like noticing in all conversations.
Mm.
I feel like it's something that I've just observed that we all do.
Mm.
I especially notice it at work when
Yeah.
things aren't going right. I mean, I work in the context like I'm a person whose my goal at work is to fix things. That's what I do. I find things that are broken, failing, and then I fix things that are failing and broken. So I'm constantly in this context of, oh, just my luck. This is broken again, or oh, this is not happening, or this is not working, or this is. So I'm in this work context where, especially in context of conversations with coworkers, we're constantly talking about, oh, here we are, like we thought this was taken care of, or this was taken care of a year ago, and now it's failing again. Or I mean, so it's funny to go in that space of like reinforcing the pattern of it's always gonna. I mean, things just are gonna keep failing on us.
Yeah. I notice it at work a lot as well. I heard the other day, oh, well, knowing my luck, I better not do this because this will happen, blah, 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 blah. And I've even caught myself going along with that sometimes. And then in my head, oh, knowing my luck, blah. And then in my head, I say, well, knowing my luck, everything's going to go to plan because everything always works out for me. Like I change it in my head. But that has taken some time to get to this stage, may I add. But yeah, I notice it a lot. Oh, God, just my luck. It's raining again. Oh, why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me, though? There's amazing shit. Why does it always happen to me? Why are things always working out for me? Why have I got the best friends ever? Why have I got this amazing house that I didn't even try and get? Why? It's amazing. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I like always not sorry. See? Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
I find it very difficult now. I've trained myself, and it has been a training process to do it. Can flip it really quickly now if I find myself doing that, because I literally think I do have the best luck ever.
That's so awesome. I love that. I love that. So can I ask you a question about that though?
Mhm.
Like, so in the process of flipping that, has there been a process of the feeling of the words you're using and then changing the words happening in tandem, or has there been various moments of using the words but noticing that the feelings around flipping the negative to the positive
Yeah.
and
I
flipping the woe is me into the I got this
I feel
ener-
like it was the words I was using first, and then I had to kind of get my brain used to feeling the everything's always working out for me thing. Because words are easy to say, aren't they? But you don't necessarily feel it. And yeah, I feel like it was the words, everything, because I mean, when I first got into all this spiritual stuff, I was watching Abraham Hicks. I don't know if you've ever seen them. And they were Esther Hicks. She was always on about, do you know about Abraham?
It doesn't sound familiar right now. I'm not sure.
Anyway, she's a lady that channels these greater beings called Abraham. And it's all about, um, like changing. You've got to feel it. You've got to feel the good. You've got, it's how you feel. And then so they would say these words, like these affirmations, I suppose. Everything's always working out for me. Um, it's, I can't even think of any now, but I would be saying that quite a lot and writing them down, and it took a while for it to really click in, so that I was writing them down. I wasn't really feeling it. Like in a moment of, I would always go back to primitive me where I'm like freaking out and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I still do that, because that's what our brain is there for, isn't it? To keep us safe. So it does flip back to that straight away. But then very quickly, I've trained myself. I've trained myself to not do that, to actually stop that. I like tell my brain, I say, hang on, Mr. Brain, Mrs. Brain, thank you for keeping me safe, but I don't need to go down that negative path right now. Everything's working out for me. And yeah, I guess that's one of my sort of things I say to myself now. Well, yeah, we've got off topic a bit now, haven't we?
No, we're right on. We're literally right on topic.
Oh, are we?
Completely on
That's
topic.
another thing about me. I forget what I'm talking about.
There's no such thing as off topic here.
Yeah, so I feel that's how I speak. Like I feel that the words first. I was watching all these things, listening to all this stuff, and you feel it, and then after a little while, you know it. That's how it's happened to me. I just know it. And now, when I've done enough of this, listening to the lots of different podcasts, and if I'm doing anything, I don't even watch the TV anymore. I'm listening to positive stuff, or these masters and teachers. Although recently, I can't be bothered to listen to any of that, because now I fully know that I am source. I get all the answers to me. I don't need to go outside myself to know what is for me or not for me, because I can tell by the way that I feel. If it feels good to me, then I know, yay. And if it doesn't, nay. Gone off topic again.
No,
How about you?
we're literally directly on
Oh,
topic. Stay on target. We are always on target.
we're on target.
Always on target. Okay. That's just, I appreciate what you're saying around the words, using the words first and noticing, and then noticing, it feels like I've kind of done a similar walk around. If I'm interpreting what you're saying or feeling what you're saying correctly, or my version of what I'm saying, what you're saying, show itself as like, yeah, there seems to be periods of even it still happens too sometimes where there's loops, right?
Yeah.
Like these life loops, looping life that we seem to. It's different every darn day, every darn moment is a darn. This is one of the conundrums that I contemplate.
Mm,
Every darn moment is a completely new moment, yet the experience of it feels we are living this looping like experience, like
mm,
having new opportunities of the same opportunity to see ourselves. So
yeah.
like moments where I'm like noticing myself going into like I'm noticing for a good portion of there's a period of my life, I'll be real, that I would have this day like it would just happen. I would notice these words rise up within me like I hate my life.
Mm,
My life. I literally had that mantra come up it would just rise up within me
mm.
to the degree that at one point, um, one of my work days, I overheard my coworker say the same thing out loud. And then he said to me, oh, like he didn't realize he said it out loud until he said it out loud. And he's like, oh, like, oh, you weren't supposed to hear that. Right. And I was like, and it was fascinating to me because I'm like, oh my God, I have the same words rise up like that. I feel that I felt
Mm,
that, but then taking the steps to like, noticing when those words come up within me, pausing those words.
mm.
Don't, it's not like, it's just like, I don't want to deny the presence of those words necessarily. I just want to give them space to show them that I
Yeah.
notice because what is it that I guess in my life experience, so much of my life experience has been the negative experience seems to be the most reinforced and the most
Mm,
supported or the most like this life is hard, it's difficult, like like even the process of when you grow up from being a child to an adult, like, oh, now you got to learn to be an adult. Adulting
yeah.
begins, time to do the adulting in your life.
Yeah.
Right. And then having that living the responsibility type energy of like it's all downhill from here type feel, and like
Yeah.
these all this like social like
Yeah.
negative energy around the experience of being an adult, and like it's so much better to be so much more fun to be playful as a kid and live
Mm.
that playfulness, and now learning that holy crap, I can be playful as an adult too, like why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the biggest bullshit we were ever sold, wasn't it?
Right.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So noticing the moments where I'm like, I hate my life, I hate my life, I literally, and then noticing like I had to go through this pause moment where I'm like, first I'm just going to pause those words
Mm,
and notice the words, and then in those moments like flip it, say the opposite of those words within
mm.
me, but then also notice how does that feel to say those words within me as I say the opposite, like I love my life, and then feeling okay, it doesn't feel like I love my life.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think it's kind of a mind fuck that gets put out there a lot. Where like all you got to
Yeah.
do is like all you got to do is use words are power, abracadabra. I fully believe
Yeah.
that words are it's how we express our experience of this energy
Mm.
that we express ourselves.
Sometimes like we've all had that. I'm sure. Well, I don't know everyone, but I'm sure I've definitely had those moments when I've said I hate my life. I hate like if you I've had them times when I thought, okay, I've had enough of this shit. Get me out of here. So it's not about like I think you have to be authentic, don't you, and fully feel what you're feeling and not try and put a positive spin on it if you literally can't in that moment, because sometimes you fucking can't, can you?
Uh-huh.
You're not we've all grown in this place and we've all had challenges. I'm sure when we've all had dicey times when it's been like crap. And to put a positive spin on it, sometimes you just have to really feel what you're feeling, don't you? And but when it's it's when I'm running late for work or I don't know, something's happened. I've tripped over and spilt something on the floor and like, oh, fucking hell, I hate my life. I'm like, get a grip, Sarah. You've literally just done this. You don't hate your life. Like I give myself a little talk, you know. Yeah, fine. You've just like go and do it now. Clean it up. It'll be done. You're gonna get there on time anyway. And then I remember how now I remember that I'm magic, and I can, like, if I'm late, I won't. If I say I'm running late, like I probably will run late. So I'm like, it's fine. Time is not real. I'll be there on time. I'm never late for work. And I live very close to work. So I sometimes I leave 5 minutes before I have to literally clock in, and traffic and stuff, but I'm never late. I am never late. Like, I don't know how I think I'm actually magic. I think we're magic. I don't know whether it's magic or like we can just change stuff to suit ourselves. I really feel it. We're going into different topics because we've already got magic as one of the other things, haven't we? But it's fine.
Yeah, but it's not
We can
untouchable
talk what
right
the
now.
hell we want to talk about.
Damn.
I'm like,
Freaking
yeah,
straight we can. Darn right we can.
yeah. It's our flipping podcast.
I
But
love the magic that it is. There is a magic to it all. That's why, the speaking of the power of speaking words,
yeah,
abracadabra is a word that's used in the context of magicians,
yeah,
right? Excuse me. So it's like to me, it's just, I think it's helpful to it's a reminder for myself. I have to remind myself that it's a tool to use. It's not necessarily like it's all magic, but how we work with the magic, we do use tools to kind of work with the magics, it feels like. And words are one of the tools, but
yeah,
there's an experience of those words as well. Right. I love that you use the word authentic, and I wanted to ask you about that because, like, authentic, we have to be authentic with ourselves, I think is how you said it. Does that feel right? Yeah.
yeah,
And that when you say authentic, are you meaning like especially honest? Because I feel like to be
yeah,
authentic with ourselves includes being honest with ourselves in all contexts.
yeah. Being honest, and like it it's easy to say or just say, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." But if you're not really fine, you're feeling like shit. Sometimes you don't want to go and tell everyone, and because I wouldn't want to tell everyone because I don't want to like piss off their day, but like sometimes I just need to go and hibernate and feel what I'm feeling so that, and then like kind of process it, and it leaves me then. If I just go out for a walk, it doesn't even have to be in nature, just walk, but there, like, especially if I go in the country and just walk in the trees and such, I'm like, it feels like the trees, and I feel they do anyway, they take away the negative. They take away it, they take it away. And I've actually we obviously did hypnosis together, and
Mm-hmm.
I've done a hypnosis session on someone before when they were speaking wisdom from the trees, and they say that the trees said, bear with us, everybody, that you know how they use our carbon dioxide and they blow back, or we get the oxygen from them. It's like that with energy. They take away our negative stuff and take it down to the roots to be transmuted, and then they bring back all this good stuff for us. So I feel that's why I particularly like walking in the woods and stuff like that. It's just magic. That feels magical as well. I've never gone to the woods feeling like crap and then I always come out feeling amazing, because it's like, I think is it in Japan? I've seen it on something. They have this special word for actually going into a forest, and it's like it heals you. And I can't remember the word. But it's just so healing, isn't it? I forgot what we were talking about again then. Oh, authenticity. Yeah, I don't think you can really like put a plaster on it or, cover it up. You can, but it doesn't feel right. I think you really have to feel what you are feeling. And then if you have to hibernate for a few moments, then you do. And then, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. I guess to feeling deeper, more into that word, authenticity. My God, excuse me. authenticity and I guess because I was like feeling into the authenticity, the element of being honest with ourselves.
Mm,
I love what you're saying about, well, first of all, the trees and the woods and the being. I do also like to feel though that it
yeah.
doesn't necessarily take like it's helpful. It's a helpful reminder to take walks, nature walks in the woods. But I really love to believe, and as I say that, what the fuck do I know about what I believe? But
Yeah.
um,
Disclaimer.
that that amazing energy of the grounding that happens
Mm,
and the feeling more connected and the clarity that can happen in the space of like nature walks and walking in the woods, or
mm,
I like to feel that that's actually possible. Even say I don't live in New York City, but let's say I did live in New York City.
mm,
I'd like to feel that I could do a walk down the busy, completely, all concrete, all big building
mm.
space and still feel that same energy
Yeah.
of the grounding, like that it's always accessible. Doesn't matter
Mm,
where you are, that grounding feel. And
yeah.
I can't help but segue into that negative, the transmutation you're talking about of the energy
Mm,
that it feels like one of the most important elements of what your story was. That's what I guess what's most important to me is I'm noticing that story is the grounding part that you said it takes it to the roots,
yeah.
and the roots like it's because it does feel it's so I love grounding.
I
So
love it. God,
right, right, like coming back to earth is a big.
I love Mother Earth.
So because like and the being honest, but that takes to going back to the authentic honesty part of I feel like being honest with my awareness of myself from moment to moment, which again always seems to change. So like
Mm,
if I'm saying to myself, I hate my life, I hate my life. And then I start to notice myself saying that. And then it was so automatic when I used to say it sometimes. Like it would come out before my conscious self was even aware it was coming out. And then I would be like, whoa.
yeah.
I would literally have to like pause and be like, where did that come from? Like I'm clearly aware of the context of my life at that moment, but I'm also like,
Were
why am
you
I
feeling were you
reinforcing that?
feeling it? Were you feeling that you hated your life, or was just the wording?
I don't, I was experiencing many, many quite extreme life challenges during that period.
Mm,
And I think there really truly was moments where I did feel that, where I did feel. But then the more I noticed the feeling of that, the more I think, and more I allowed that that energy to I would allow it to kind of notice it, but also kind of soften it, or ask it to soften. And then I felt like it would kind of shift on its own. Like I feel like
mm,
all of this stuff shifts on its own
yeah.
just via the awareness and embracing the awareness of it and
Yeah.
allowing it to be the be that it is. I think instead of, I feel like there's so much less doing that we have to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That the doing just does as we apply our awareness or our noticings or our acceptance and grace and forgiveness. Like you
Mm,
mentioned the Honopono thing, I think this week.
mm.
That's a huge Honopono. We should add that to the board at some point.
Oh my
Honopono
God,
is,
yeah.
um, what is it? Do you remember the homo? I
I'm
love you.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Yeah, that helped me go to sleep the other night.
yeah. And but those simple four sentences can be applied to anything in our life,
Mm.
in every interaction, every
And
experience in our
I
life.
say it to myself,
Yeah.
like, because I feel like I'm multiple personality sometimes, because I can change my mood. My mood used to change a lot.
Mm.
Like I could be down there, and then 2 minutes later up there. I thought I was bipolar at one point, but I wasn't. I don't even like these sort of things anyway, but what was I talking about?
Oh, we were talking about Hono.
Yeah. Oh, that was, yeah. So, yeah, I had a dilemma at work and people weren't happy with me. And see, don't you think everyone always thinks they're right? The other person thought they were right. I thought I was right. There's like, we all thought we was right. So I went home and I was like, I used to, and I still do a little bit. Stuff goes on in my head where I'm thinking about it and it revolves in my head, drives me nuts. Like I'm thinking about the same thing over and over again and there's no happy ending. So it was happening. I was like, oh, should I have said this? Should I have done this at work? Should I have done this? Oh God, blah, blah, blah. And then I just did the, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And I was like, fell asleep within 2 minutes. I was like, yay.
That's so awesome.
Another thing I've also found, which has really helped me if I am in a bit of a funky mood, music. And as I say that, I have a remembrance of me, 18 years old, in my room, crying because my boyfriend had cheated on me. And then I was like, oh, this is the end of my life. No one loves me. I'm ugly, blah, blah, blah. And then I put Aerosmith on because I was really into Aerosmith at the time. And Amazing. Do you know that song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that came on. And it's like I heard it through different ears. And I was singing it so loud. And by the end of the 3-minute track or however long it was, I was like 10 out of 10 on the happiness scale, from 0 to 10. I was like, oh my God, I'm amazed. It's amazing. I've finally seen the light. And I was like, yes, I'm fantastic. Everything is fine. Who gives a shit about that horrible little man that did that to me? I'm flipping amazing, blah, blah, blah. And like, now I only have to like put some music on. I like all different kinds of genres. And I like quite like folk music as well. And then I'll put some of that on and like, or anything like rock music. And it has to be the particular one and it will get me up here like really quick. I'm bouncing around in my kitchen. Like if I'm in a bit of a mood, it can get me out of it really fast. Not that you want to get yourself out of it fast, but I don't like feeling sad or victim mentality or any of that bullshit that we can start doing. And so I find that gets me out really quick. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a doom and gloom moment though and listen to like Morrissey or whatever. My life is so shit.
Sure.
Do you
So
find that with music?
Oh my God.
I love music.
It's funny you bring that up too a bit because I first of all, anything sound vibration, I feel like is a huge part of this whole whatever the F this all is. It's like,
yeah,
whether it be in the context of music sound or our voice sound, yes. So because the vibrations, the energies, I really do feel like that do flow and are carried and vibrate. That's so much magic, and yesterday even for some reason I felt drawn to listen to Nirvana again. Like that was like Nirvana was like one of my biggest bands in the 80s because I was at that age. But what's interesting, what I was noticing yesterday is like I usually don't revisit Nirvana because so much of my teenage years of experience in Nirvana was from that angsty, like, life is shit. Like all I see is hypocrisy and bullshit and this, and like there's so much of the experience, my past experience of listening to the music and the energy. I mean, I would listen to those albums for hours over and over again. And the energy that it would just help me be with was beautiful in context. So I didn't really want to revisit that most of the time. Cause I'm like, well, but yesterday I just couldn't help myself. So I put in I start listening to Nirvana. And then I noticed, wait a minute, like so often we associate, like when we talked about the 80s, like,
Mm,
like when we talk about our past, like things we romanticize about our past. It's
yeah.
like we like to associate that like things from our past that we maybe revisit, bring up those memories. But I noticed it didn't do that at all yesterday. Like I
Mm,
was listening to Nirvana and I didn't do any, not an ounce of me was doing any revisiting my teenage years. I was listening to Nirvana from a whole new space and it was
mm,
fucking amazing. It was like, wow,
mm,
this is amazing music. And it didn't put me in that, yes, Kurt Cobain's processing a lot of heavy
mm,
stuff. Especially I was listening to In Utero and that album, there's just a lot of, he's processing a lot of, he's trying to come to terms with his new fame and like, there's like, how do I handle this? And what do I do with
mm,
all this hip, hypocrisy bullshit? What do I do with all this? Right. But I was listening to this from this amazing, like, I don't know. It's just where I am now. I don't even know how to explain it. There's no words. I'm out of words, but I didn't feel any of the remembrance.
mm.
What I felt was this amazing joy of like, wow, this is a whole new experience and allowed it to be. And which makes me segue into oftentimes I'll see things around be careful, be careful, be careful. Like don't listen to this or don't listen to that because
Oh, yeah.
for me, if you're listening to something and it activates the energy of something that feels dark, feels depressing, feels negative, that's just where the being honest with ourselves and radical
Mm,
responsibility of ourselves that I keep kind of
mm,
bringing up. That it's like, it's up to me that I'm the one feeling that stuff. So if I'm listening to like death metal and I feel the dark energy of death metal, that's me. My vibration actually is matching the vibration of that music. And if there's
yeah.
something I want to do differently with that vibration, it's up to me to change that.
Yeah. It's resonating. Yeah. It's funny talking about it. You can hear a track on the radio or whatever, and it would take you straight back to when you used to listen to it, or I only have to hear Metallica, and like it'll take me back to a time. It takes you there straight away. But it's funny, like listening with us being older and maybe on a different vibrational level. I don't know. Listening to the lyrics again and hearing it with different ears. Yeah. It's interesting.
I had that experience with Pantera recently. I think I shared this with you where that I realized there's a lot of I love all music. I mean, I can go
Mm,
from like choral, classical, jazz, to
mm,
heavy metal to punk rock to folk rock to whatever. And I was really into Pantera for a while in my younger years too. But I realized I didn't really listen to the words that much. Like I was just into the energy of the music.
yeah.
It just felt good to listen to that energy. And all of a sudden I started listening to some of the words of there's a couple songs in particular. And I was like, holy crap, this guy's basically talking about using words that people would use today on an Instagram spiritual energy like type.
Mm,
Like he's conceptually speaking about things, the same things that you can see on an Instagram spiritual vibing
yeah.
post. Basically like one of them was like a concept around just letting go or
Mm,
things like that. I'm
yeah.
like, well, or like being in the now, just really living with your now,
Mm,
being in presence of your now type thing. And I'm like, it's funny to me that in a
yeah.
subversive way, I feel like I was receiving that message in a way that, and when I say subversive, I mean like unconscious, like unconsciously, I'm receiving the words that oftentimes are painted in like, it's so easy to listen to that and be like, God, these people are very dark. And I'm like, well,
Mm,
wait a minute. Have you listened? Have you really paid attention? Like, really, I'm gonna be honest with what's there because
mm. Yeah, it's fascinating.
even like, so my son, to go back in the music energy part too, I met this other player on my son's bowling team who listens to music in their headphones constantly. And a lot of people on the spectrum will have headphones on sometimes
Yeah.
in the school context to kind of help. I love that. I kind of love that. And conceptually around children who been given the permission to just kind of be in their own space.
Mm.
Right. So a lot of them wear headphones, and some of
Mm.
them don't have anything playing on the headphones, and some of them do. So I'll typically ask some of them, like, "Hey, I'm curious. Are you got any music?" Because I always want to learn if they're listening to music, what they're listening to. One of these children was listening to this really, really heavy metal, like really heavy, like to the degree that this heavy metal band has an entire album about horror flicks, and I was super fascinated by that. Wow. Yeah, this child was the sweetest, nicest, like awesome child. And there's no like dark energy at all. There's no dark feel, no dark energy coming from this child or this.
Yeah.
Yet they're clearly listening to this music that's just like, rah, and like, and regurgitating horror flick story themes and things.
Yeah.
And it's easy for us to go into fear, like, oh, why would you do that? That's scary. That's gross. That's like evil.
Mm.
But it's more and more I kind of felt into it. I felt like, wow, first of all, every metalhead I've ever met, every punk rocker I've ever met, every that listens to music that's very aggressive sounding and angry sounding, they're just the nicest people. They really are the nicest people. And I feel like some of it is the context of they're allowing themselves to feel that aggression, feel that anger, feel those energies in a way that actually helps them transmute
Yeah.
into
Sorry, just letting my dog out.
so many
Come on then.
gifts. Woo! This is a
She's
new
had enough.
space here. I can tell you. This is like the experience of letting your dog in and out was a whole different experience in the last.
Yeah, it was easier in the old place. And it's almost like, I mean, I don't know if this is real, but Hannibal Lecter or wherever, mass murderers listening to Tchaikovsky or whatever, or
Right. That's so
or
true.
really terrible people
Right.
from history who, did lots of terrible things in the world. Like I'm thinking of someone in particular, but listening to classical music,
Mm-hmm. Or also a particular horrible past historical figure being like an incredible artist as well.
Yes,
Like
yes,
the creative part of himself actually ends up being fairly incredible.
yeah,
Time.
yeah.
But it's interesting. That is so interesting.
So interesting, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
we're so multifaceted, weirdos.
So for me to say, right, that like if I pay attention to something that could be perceived as dark and dark, if I'm supposed to protect myself from that by just not listening to it, I kind of call
Yeah,
bullshit. No, I can't. Not kind of call. I fully call bullshit on that because I'm like,
yeah,
if I refuse to listen to it, then I'm also denying myself an opportunity to notice that, oh, what can be perceived as the dark part of that doesn't reach me. Like I don't feel what could be perceived as the dark. I feel more just like this neutral observation of what's being expressed by this artist more than I feel like and if
Who's
it does raise a dark feeling in me, I feel like that's my dark feeling to notice.
yeah, that's your stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's you. Like who's to say what's bad and good and dark and light and
I just really feel with the vibe of it's all good, it's all God. It's all good, it's all God.
yeah, and that
It's all good, it's all God. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna go out there and start, become a
no,
master.
I don't think listening to a particular music track is going to wind you up to such a frenzy you're going to go and murder 1,000 people. Like it's music definitely can get you in that frenzied kind of woo time though. Like, have you ever been to a concert in so we got Glastonbury Festival here, it's huge.
I've never heard of that.
And we went a couple years ago, and there's all different bands playing, and Coldplay was playing there, right? Which is like a really nice band, isn't it? It's not like hard or anything.
Uh-huh.
But we were right at the front. We had our kids with us, and then they give you these like light things you put on your arm in it. So when yellow came on, they all turned yellow, and it was like we were like whipped up into a little frenzy by the time like some of the well-known songs were coming on. We were all jumping up and down and like yeah, it was like you can see how they do it in the church. You know, I've watched these ministers and things and how they all get like whipped up into a frenzy and like woo, like it's quite similar, I thought. Don't know.
I can't help but now that makes my brain segue or jump into, okay, so the same kind of energy happens in what a very ignorant American view of many soccer matches has been, where why do they end up in, a lot of them end up in chaos and brawls, like massive brawls,
Yeah,
stadium wide brawls.
they
Like,
do.
what is that? Because like, what is it about the energy of that competitive sport that seems to
Yeah.
erupt? Like,
It's
and is it
it's
the
like
sport itself that's
yeah,
causing
it's
the
horrible.
eruption?
It is. It's like it's really like tribal.
Mhm.
It is. It's war. And not everyone, but people get involved, don't they?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I it's easy to blame, but it's easy to blame this or easy to blame it. Just easy, like it's easy to blame like video gaming for shootings in America, or it's easy to blame like.
Mm.
But for me, it always keeps coming down to our own being honest, personal responsibility of being radically responsible with ourselves in every context. And all of this experience, we can't help that these experiences, we don't really, a lot of them, we don't have any, they just show up in our lives. I'll be real. Like, it just feels like so much of this, just this change around
Mm.
games and what's on TV and what movies are out and whatnot, external experience of this world we live. The only choice we have is there is this element where the self-empowering element of what the only choice we have is what we choose to pay attention to. But I also refuse to be scared of things that maybe I didn't consciously choose, but just shows up. And then I'm maybe like, wait a minute, why would I be scared of this? Why would I be resistant to this?
Mm.
Maybe just notice it and be like, I'm not really feeling it, so I'm not going to listen to it. Or I'm not, give you an opportunity for discernment too, I guess is where I'm going.
Yeah.
Talking a long path towards, it's a good opportunity to also choose your own discernment as well. Not give
Yeah.
it the power that it's going to program me, it's going to control me. Because it
Yeah,
feels like
definitely.
that story's put out there a lot. Like if you listen to the wrong music, if you watch the wrong shows, if you watch the wrong
Mm.
movies, then you will be getting
Yeah.
programmed by them. They control us by these
Yeah.
methods. I think for me, it feels like that control that we're scared of being programmed into us is more the being scared of those things.
Yeah. Anytime I hear anything and it's fear-based, I'm like, nah, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I'll use my discernment to just be
Amen.
in my happy little world and believe what I believe. Yeah.
Amen. Amen. Hmm. What a wild ride. What a wild ride.
It
Wild
is.
ride.
Crazy ride.
Ride. This
Right
wild
on.
ride is about to ride into the non-digital realm, into my physical realm.
To the baseball realm.
I feel it happening. I feel a portal coming. I feel a portal coming.
Do you feel like something glitchy happening?
Like, as I go through the portal between this digital space we are in, and my other, maybe not so real space that I live in as a daily real life experience of my life.
Yeah.
Glitch. I do feel, I will share with you. I do feel momentary. This is a whole other discuss, but I do feel vibrations in my bodies like multiple times a day where I'm like, okay, if I'm transitioning from this or that, I feel like these vibrations of these shifts happen. These like, it's an interesting vibe as I.
It's funny as you should say that, because I had this funny when we started doing this at the beginning. I felt a bit spacey, and I was like, "What? What's this?" You know,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? I don't know. What the hell do we know? What the
Mm-hmm.
heck do we know? But
Where do
it's all
you?
good.
Are you still feeling that spacey, or are you feeling? What do you?
No,
Feel
it was just a momentary thing. Yeah, I was like, I felt talking about out of body. I felt a bit out of body for a moment. I was like, wow, what is this? Don't know. Probably that chocolate I just ate.
I'm trying hard not to segue into a whole another thing that because I'm like, out of body, you felt spacey, leads me to and then all my other things about things that are dark and protect ourselves from dark things so that we can maintain our non-dark selves or whatnot. Feels very, first of all, in that polar space of battling polarities, but also this is I'm gonna throw out a future discuss subject. Do you feel it's possible for us to be possessed by other energies? Discuss.
Oh, discuss.
Is possession a real thing, a true thing? I guess it could be for those that experience it, the experience of such a thing. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, we're going to go off on it if we carry on talking about that.
Nope. Just gonna continue portaling to the
Okay.
real day that I'm going to go do in the baseball park.
Okay. You have a fabulous time.
Yeah, I will. You have a fabulous day yourself.
Thank you. And let's just remind anyone, if they want to join us on here in any discussing, drop us a message down below. And we would love that. Yay. And any topics you feel like you'd like us to discuss, also put them down here. Yay.
The people, they laugh and live nice. Yes, they say it's crazy. World out there, so let's go out and play miracles. Nest we are basically beloved and stranger. Music I and I want. I live in purpose and live in delusions. Oh, so purity. The choice stops him who says when the dreams play on. Said the choice stops him who says when the dreams play on. Let's walk right out of here and look down, watch there's not as bleak as we were led to believe. The cracks for green and the cement.
Got it?
I'm just checking out this space, checking out this digital space.
Can you edit in a little fly zooming around your head then? That would have looked cool.
I just keep having funny thoughts in my brain, so I can't stop laughing. Okay. I just can't stop laughing from the funny thoughts. All right.
Gosh.
Anyway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say this episode's over at this point.
It's done.
It's over. But any final off episode conversation you would like to share? Discuss?
No.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to go get some chips from the shop
Awesome.
and snuggle up and watch some stupid TV.
That sounds awesome. That's perfect.
You have a really good time
Yeah,
at the
thank you.
baseball match.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
See you later.
Have a good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.